Go.
Okay. Well, Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand Rapids.
Rising.
Yes, good to see you both. Let's see. Today is funny. I was gonna say I'm going solo, but I'm not because you are here. But Stacy is resting and she's getting ready for a trip in the morning and she has a million things to do. So I told her to just go ahead and rest and do what she needs to do. So she will join us next week. Let's see. What else I want to say? Oh, today we're going to talk about the immune system.
And the date.
What is it and why is it important? And so I have a few couple quotes on here. A healthy immune system is a healthy body. It's interesting because I came up with this topic because I was reading something and they kept stressing you have to have a good immune system. Have a good immune system. I kept seeing that. I'm like, does do I really know what the immune system is? I know
Mm.
it's a part of me, but I don't know what is it? So that's why I'm talking about it today. It's really for personal reasons too, so you might learn something too. I'll add that a peaceful mind is a healthy body. Because one thing I've learned over the last 6 months is that the body is gonna take the charge of from the mind. So what am I thinking? When I'm eating something, when I'm doing anything, what is my state of mind? Anybody want to say anything about this?
No, just it's sounding very interesting what you're
Oh,
saying about the mind,
okay.
about being peaceful, your mind and your body.
Yeah,
So go right ahead.
exactly. Okay. All righty. Well, I'm going to move on. Let's see. Okay, the next thing I want to share is the immune system. I'm going to actually read this because sometimes saying it means something too. The immune system is made up of a complex network of organs, cells, and proteins that fight infection. Microbes, viruses, bacteria, fungi, archaea, and protists. Believe it or not, those last two words I had never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to
Mhm.
actually look up how to say them. So that's why I'm saying it a little strange. Um, but fungi is actually from fungus. I mean, that's just the plural for fungus. And archaea, that's the new word for me. Archaea. Another term for archaea bacteria. So it's a bacteria. And protist is a unicellular microscopic organism. And of course, we've heard of bacteria, which is a single cell structure that is found everywhere, helpful and hurtful to the body system. But you can find bacteria all over the place. And then virus, an infective agent. And these days you can find viruses. Um, well, you know what I'm talking about, but we we have a big virus, COV. What is it? COVID virus. You're familiar, I think. Okay, well, let's move on. Anybody want to share anything about this screen? These words?
I'm glad you're talking about this because for a couple of years, Fame dealt with um, what is that when your body turns on itself?
Autoimmune,
Autoimmune.
because I'm dealing with that
I
too.
yeah, and I couldn't help him, and he did everything, but I mean, he came through. He was getting so skinny and um just couldn't eat. And so he went on his research, and finally we went to all kind of doctors,
Right.
holistic as well as regular, and he pulled through.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
Yeah, he pulled through a bit, but he was disappearing.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I'm glad, because I'll understand more about what he was going through.
Yeah, right. That's important to know.
Hmm.
Especially when you talk about autoimmune, because it's attacking itself.
Yeah,
But one
yeah.
thing I'm learning about this body is totally miraculous, but it's in a constant fight.
Hmm.
Because when we eat something, we think something, the body reacts. And so this autoimmune, because I'm dealing with that too.
Hmm.
So it's attacking my body in certain areas.
Hmm.
But it's like, it's interesting trying to get it stable to the point where it's peaceful, you
Yeah.
know. I like thinking about the body like that, being peaceful.
Hmm.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's go to the next screen. All right. I'm going to talk about the different system, the immune system's parts. But I gave these, I'm going to show you two visuals. But like this guy, this guy, haha, this visual right now, I say this is my little fella. This, because I'm going to show you, this is a big fella, big guy right here. But
Hmm.
this is the little fella. And I'm going to go over the different parts of the immune system that's shown here. Um, but I'll go through them one by one. So rest of the slides, but this to give you the visual. As you can see, is all over the body pretty much. Different things we need to take a look at or keep in mind that's going on in the
Hmm.
body.
Hmm.
Okay, and once again, here's another. This is big guy. Um,
Question.
yes.
On the other slide where it said lymphatic system or lymphatic nodes, did you say you had a product or something that you made up for that?
Oh my goodness. Yes, exactly. Because I wanted to mention that too. I was going to when I got to the lymphatic system screen,
Okay. Okay.
but I can talk about it now.
Okay.
Yes, I do have a product. It's called lymphatic system kit. I have a kit where I have soap and I have body wash that you put, wash your skin with, but
Mhm.
it has an essential oil in it that goes into the lymphatic system. The nodes and all that, it can reach the vessels. So that oil, I have a special oil in that soap and the body wash. But thank you, Mom Evelyn, for mentioning that.
Well, what does it do to the body?
Well, see, one thing about the lymphatic system, as you'll learn as I continue, is that it cleans the inside of the cells and the inside. So with the soap and the body wash is to get it moving, keep it moving. Um, Sometimes we have to do little things to make sure that lymph is moving because it is helping to clean out the body.
Mm,
So you want to keep it moving. That's all.
okay, thank you.
Okay.
No,
So
thank
later
you.
on you can text me, the kit and
Mm,
yeah, and we'll talk about.
yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for mentioning it. Okay, let me get big boy and big guy off. Let's see here. Now we're going to talk about adenoids. Now, let me read this. Mass of soft tissue located at the back of the nasal cavity where the nose blends into the throat. Um, what's interesting about adenoids is that I remember being a little girl and they were like saying some of my friends had to get their adenoids removed.
Mm,
And I was like, you know, doctors do suggest removing them. And it was almost like they spoke of it like it didn't have a purpose. But actually reading this little bit right here, I'm like, it's doing something. Let me read a little bit more about them. They're located behind the nose, above the roof of the mouth. It helps fight infection, especially in children. So it's interesting that doctors early on want us to remove these adenoids as little children. I'm sorry about that paper. Because they can become enlarged or infected, leading to breathing issues, snoring, or recurrent ear infections. And you hear that so much with children. But then, doctors recommend adenoid dictotomy, surgical removal of adenoids, especially if they cause frequent problems.
Of
But
course,
one
that's what
thing
they
as I learn
recommend.
and grow is that we have to get down to the cause of stuff.
Mhm.
You get a symptom, yeah, it might be causing some kind of issue, but what is the cause? And that's the issue. That's the place we need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Any comment?
I'm still really upset that that they took my gallbladder out and didn't explain to me how to change my eating habits after that. No one said anything. No one
Anything.
came into my room and talked to me about, okay, now this is gone. So they just didn't know. They just removed it, and so Sheena's girlfriend is going through that now where they're talking about taking out but she believes in the system, and listen
Okay,
to her
okay.
doctor. So I can probably say something to her because her mother's gone and her partner's mother has passed away. So I have been elected as mama.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Maybe
okay,
maybe
that's
she will
nice.
listen to me and do something different, so that she doesn't have to have it taken out.
Well, I hope so, but sometimes when people are under this traditional system,
Yeah.
they really don't want to gear away from it. It's like if the doctor says that, that's a given, So,
I
yeah,
think that
I
the
want
other
you to
thing,
go ahead.
yeah, the other thing is that when you're in the midst of trouble with your body,
Yeah,
and you're
Mhm.
not automatically drawn to the holistic,
right,
you're going to go with what is known
Mhm.
right,
and what you've been doing, and until you get a new revelation about that.
exactly,
But when
Yeah.
you're in the midst of it and that's not your natural way, or somebody doesn't come into your life that's saying, I am not giving you pop, I'm just not
right,
doing it,
right,
then until that happens, they're already bewildered about what's going on with their body, take
exactly,
on new things where they weren't interested. It doesn't mean that they won't,
right,
that I mean saying it, you plant seeds,
right,
somebody else comes in water, and then God increases. So
exactly,
as she gets more, you know, but what you can do, Evelyn, is to, if she's going that direction, guide her into making, into discovering about her body, So in other words, ask her questions. Oh, so what is that going to do? So if
right,
she's got some medicine, right? So what is that going to do? Ask her questions to help her to think.
right,
Mhm.
Ask her questions. It said, wow. So would that blah blah blah, Well, you might want to check and let me know.
right,
So she has to follow up. Check and let me know. Because you want to make sure that what's going on in your body really is going to do what it needs, what they're saying it's going to do. What did they
right,
say it was going to do?
Mhm.
So,
exactly,
and so well, let's find out what is natural, what you can use natural for what they're talking about. So just,
Right.
change her over. Yeah, just slowly walk her through questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Grand Rising, Lakeisha.
Right.
I was feeling that stretch that you was doing,
I
girl.
know that's right.
She had it all
Yeah, but
in.
that was good talk, Queen,
Yeah.
because I have a brother-in-law who is married to a doctor, gastroenterologist, whatever. She deals with the gastric system.
Hmm.
But when he found out what I'm going through, he was like, "You take the medicine, take what they giving you, what they put out there for you." I mean, he's a talker, speaker on TV, so he knows how to drive it home. I
Yeah.
was like, Lordy B. He said, I'm gonna have a friend call you. They had MS. He doesn't go through anything anymore, but he took the medicine. I was like, okay, all right. But it kind of reminds me of when I used to take my children to the doctor
Mm-hmm.
and they want to give them vaccines, immunizations, and I knew I was against it, but I had to battle with them every time I took the children to the doctor. I was saying, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
But they told me, oh, yeah, whatever they said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. But it's the same feeling I'm getting from my brother-in-law about this take the medicine, take the medicine. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, if I can get through this without doing that and just give a testimony, I
Yeah.
mean, God working it through with me.
Yeah.
Yep, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, all right. Okay, anything else on this adenoids? Anybody know anybody they had the adenoids taken out?
Mm-mm.
No, not the adenoids. What about this one?
Oh yeah, me. Mine's are
Oh,
gone.
did you? Okay.
Mine's are gone.
Mine's are
Yep.
still here.
Yeah, this another one that the doctors, they want to suggest getting them out. There are two oval shaped masses of lymphatic tissue located at the back of the throat.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting where they are because I learned about tonsils even with Yaki Awaken. You all are familiar with him.
Yeah.
But he made a tooth powder for your teeth, right? And one of the steps in brushing your teeth with that, he says, and gargle. Once you finish brushing, gargle. Believe it or not, I had a cyst on the back of my neck. Um, when I did that gargling, kept doing it for at least a month or a couple weeks. Um, that nodule on the back of my neck, it wasn't cyst, it was a nodule.
Mm-hmm.
But it started going away. I mean, it was a process. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna say it was a process, but what Yaki said is that when you gargle with that that medicine, I mean the toothbrush paste that he powder that he gives, it goes to the tonsils
Mm-hmm.
and it affects them in a way that then it encourages the tonsils to do what they're supposed to do. You probably wondering what do the tonsils supposed to do?
That was the
They-
next question.
All right.
Your
The
paper is
first,
up in front of us.
oh, sorry.
Thanks.
Okay, let me read down. It helps defend the body against infections.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it can become inflamed or infected. A condition known as tonsillitis. Um, but tonsils are more active in children, and they let me see. They are part of the body's immune system and help to fight infections by trapping germs and enter through the mouth or nose.
Oh.
That enter through the mouth and nose. So
Mm.
tonsils are important.
Mm.
Um, and I'm Queen, since yours been taken out, you might not have noticed anything as a I'm hearing noise behind me, sorry. Um, I was wondering, have you experienced anything that you can attribute to your tonsils being gone? Or do
I
you know?
can't. No, I can't because I was like 7, 8 years old
Oh, right.
when that happened, and in a child's mind, I was just glad I get to eat ice cream all the time,
Right.
popsicles and stuff, and that whatever pain that was, I guess
Uh-huh.
what they talk about, the inflamed,
Right.
that was gone. Yeah, I
Okay.
could eat ice cream. They tell you that
Right.
right before you go in. Oh,
Right.
okay, okay.
Okay. Well,
Yes, but I don't know. I don't know the difference, and I've never heard anyone speak positive about not tonsils. I miss my tonsils. I never heard anyone say anything like that.
no, me either.
Or that they've had problems because the tonsils are gone. I've never
Gone.
heard that as well.
Neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first time I've heard something positive about keeping them and
Mm-hmm.
in their usage was Yaki Awaken.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely talked about the tonsils. He said he gave a definition of their importance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he gave out the recipe. Is
He
it equal
did.
parts of all of the ingredients?
Can you repeat the last question, part of that question?
I said he gave out. I have the recipe. I saw him on Facebook, and he was giving out the recipe, and I was wondering, was it even parts of all the ingredients? I think it's just 4 ingredients.
It's not many, but I have the powder. I
Mm-hmm.
can read the ingredients. We can go over it off another
Okay.
call
Okay.
because I'm not that's up in the upstairs. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, we can touch bases about that because one thing he really encourages us all to do is go buy stuff for, he gives recipes for everything.
Mm-hmm.
He said, this is not mine. Nature made all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me to,
Hoard.
right, and lay claim to it. No, I
Mhm.
can't.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
I like that about him. That's about him, and like uh mm,
Oh, what's his name?
the lady that well, why can't I
But
remember?
Queen of Fool, she does the same
Yeah, she
thing.
puts out the recipes
She
too.
puts it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I plan to get that because I really want to save the rest of my teeth and
Yeah.
nothing else on me.
I know that's right. Okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
good. Well, thank you all for sharing what you did on that one. We're gonna go to the next one. Ooh, the thymus.
Mm-hmm.
Thymus, where is
Okay,
that
you
at?
probably heard of it.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah. It filters and monitors our blood content.
Hmm.
Let me see what else is about this. Let me see.
Mm.
It produces the white blood cells called T lymphocytes. So it produces the white blood cells, and we're gonna go over the white blood cells, but those are important too. Um, the thymus is a small butterfly-shaped gland in the upper chest, just behind the breastbone, or sternum, and in front of the heart. It plays a crucial role in the immune system. Let's see. After puberty, it gradually shrinks and is replaced by fat in an adult, a process called involution. Never heard of that word, involution. Okay. Um, in summary, the thymus is vital for developing a strong immune system early in life. So that's important too. But I wanted to make sure I brought that to your attention so that when you hear about the thymus, you'll know a little something. Okay, and what's next here? Or is there anything about the thymus? Anybody want to say anything?
Uh, it's a
Uh-oh.
little thought of.
Right.
Not something we, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. We're gonna go to the large intestine. I think we're familiar with this a little bit. Final part of the digestive system where the body absorbs water and minerals from food and forms solid waste or feces to be excreted. And I think we are a little familiar with this. What else do I want to say about this? Ooh,
Well,
okay. Oh, go
what
ahead.
I have and have had and am starting to use it even more is
Mhm.
a squatty potty because
Oh, yes,
I
yes,
heard, years ago that we're supposed, because I remember seeing, I don't know if you remember, it was this movie, Slumdog Millionaire.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so it was I guess you'd call it an outhouse or
Yeah,
hole in the ground. And that's how you had to use it, was you had to squat.
exactly. That's right.
And so I said, wow, that was something totally, I was like, wow, you think you're supposed to like sit up straight and and it comes, but no, your
No.
knees have to be what, above your waist.
Yes, yes,
And
exactly.
so I started to put my feet up on the highest part because I eliminate pretty well,
Okay,
at
good,
least
good.
a
That's a
couple of
good
times a
thing.
day. And so I said, and I saw this man, and he said, this is he squatted, and he said, this is the way we're supposed. And I was like, you know what? This is a sign for me to put my feet up on the doggone squatty potty
Exactly,
every
exactly.
time
Yeah,
because I just I feel for myself when I do eliminate, it's not always all of it. I feel like it's more to come. I feel there's more that wants to come. So I need to start lifting my knees up above my waist so that I can eliminate better.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Oh, good, 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 good idea to do. I found out about raising, getting on a let's see, I use just a step stool is
Yeah,
mine.
anything that raises your
Raises you up.
knees above your waist, above
But
your.
I went to Jesse Brown, his center, and I
Mm-hmm.
got a what do they do when they clean
Oh,
colonic, right?
colonic, yeah.
And I heard about it then, and that's been 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But we do it every day at my home. If you come to my bathroom, I'm gonna have something for you to put your foot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but it's something to that, this large intestine, right? Because you want
Yeah.
to clear it out. But let's see, it connects to the small intestine and it stores stool before it leaves the body. That's why it's important to make sure we clean that intestine out as much as we can. Because it's the opening where waste is expelled. Um, and the function of the large intestine is to convert digested food into solid waste. So that's critical. So when you eating, it's trying to convert all that. Right now, just so I want to say is that this body is amazing.
Yeah.
It's always working for us,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm speaking about myself. I mean, I got to be conscious of what I put in my mouth all the time
Mm-hmm.
because, if I put something in there that shouldn't be, it makes it harder for the body to break it down and it can do it, but it's got to work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Um,
go ahead.
well, I wanted to talk about, well, there is a place right down the street from me. It's called oh my goodness. Well, she's a health food store. It's
Okay.
a health food
What
store, but
street? What
not a
street?
health food store, but a health. She does colonics. She
Okay.
does the foot detox. I'm not sure what else she does, but
What street
she
are you
has
on right
these
now?
formulas. And I bought one. It was just $6.
Okay.
And this is a detox formula.
Okay.
And it has psyllium husk, senna powder,
Dinner.
fennel
Yeah.
seed, peppermint, papaya, rosehip, blackthorn bark, barberry root,
Oh, okay.
celery, and acidophilus.
Okay, that's the bacteria, right?
Yeah, okay. So I decided, I bought it from it. I said, I really can't leave the house the night before, the day after I take
Yeah,
it.
take it.
And she said to take it for, I think she said, I got to ask her again, but she said, take it for 5 days and then give your body a rest.
Give your body a rest, right?
I said, okay, so what day can I take it where I don't have to go nowhere? So Wednesday night is when I can take it.
Right.
And probably end on Saturday night so that,
Yeah.
So that's what I decided to do and then use the squatty potty and just see if it will help. I know it will help. Anything I do, according to what God has been putting in my face,
Right. Right.
is gonna work. So
that's right. That's a good thing to do. I'm serious because what you shared, what's in that,
yeah.
It's good for the colon.
And Lakeisha, I want that mouthwash stuff too. So, but my Cash App is they tripping.
Oh, gum tonic. The gum tonic.
Yeah, the gum tonic. Yeah.
Use it as a mouthwash. Absolutely.
Okay, and then on this large intestine, I want to finish off. In simple terms, the large intestine is the body's waste processor, helping form and eliminate stool while absorbing leftover nutrients. So it plays a big part in this elimination process.
And Deitra, can I ask a question? Would y'all because I know Queen, you put a little salt in your water, don't you?
For what? Are you talking about the sea
When
salt?
you drink it, you're drinking water. Instead of just drinking the water out of the filtered refrigerator, you put a little salt in there?
Oh, heck no. No, the only time that I put salt in water is when I'm doing the cleanser. I'm making the master cleanser.
Oh.
But no. My challenge is staying away from salt except for when I do the master cleanser.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
that doesn't have the iodine in there.
Iodine. Yeah, a lot of salt we have don't have it.
Yeah, so
Well, yeah, but if you use Celtic sea salt, or I don't know about the Himalayan pink salt. I don't know if that has, but the Celtic sea salt has all the minerals in it.
that's not what I'm trying to get. Oh, you're talking about if I was to put it in my just in drink in general?
Yeah.
Use that. No, I never heard of people putting salt in their water to drink.
I have.
Really?
On the show.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yes, pink Himalayan salt. Actually, they call it not Solvay. It's called solar water. No, that's not the proper name of it. We should sell it. So you put your pink Himalayan salt, big chunks of pink Himalayan salt in a glass.
Mm-hmm.
You fill it with water and you just let it sit. And then you don't shake it up. You don't shake it up. You just take a teaspoon of it, and then you take a teaspoon of it because the pink Himalayan salt has over 84 minerals that your body needs. And so people they do it all the time. Very healthy for you.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up because I've never heard do they use it in
Soleil
general?
jar. We used to sell it. Soleil jars, what it was called. Mm-hmm.
Do you cook with it? Prepare your food and stuff, or boil whatever?
You can absolutely. I used to like I would take a teaspoon if I'm doing greens, mustard and turnips. I would take a teaspoon of it, and I definitely would put it in my food. Yep, you can do that. I used to do that. You
The
know.
only thing I want to say is that if you're getting it from like a grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
just make sure that it is the salt you're talking about with all the nutrients in it. And sometimes in the grocery store, I don't find it.
Uh-huh.
I, you know,
Pink
go-
Himalayan salt, yeah. But you can always get it from wine because that's what we specialized in at first was pink Himalayan. Now it's pink Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan. So we
Wow.
have the fine, the grind. That's what we originally
Oh, so you have the chunks?
mhm.
Okay.
Wow.
well, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the question and for your input, Sister Lakeisha.
Thank you, Queen.
All right, let's see. Let's go to the next. Oh, appendix. Now this is a big one.
Mm.
A small tube
Yeah.
shaped pouch attached to the large intestine, specific, oh, I didn't spell it right. Ally at the junction of the small and large intestines. This kind of, because you hear people saying they got to get this appendix out.
Yeah.
Once again, it's another one of those organs that it
Tell you
is
you
taken
don't
out,
need.
right? Appendicitis, right? It's called
Yeah.
appendectomy. Yeah, because sometimes it gets inflamed or infected. Um, in simple terms, the appendix is a small organ that may help support the digestive health and immunity. Let's see. It was once thought to be useless, but now believed to play a role in gut immunity. So, it's an important little organ. It's small, but I'm trying to look at the picture. Yeah, you can see on the picture. It's on the left-hand side at the bottom, but it's pointing to a little organ. It's little, but it's important. Yes. Okay, great. Is there anything else on the appendix? Has anyone got it taken out? Some people get it taken out because they're going through so much pain. I mean, it seemed like it's so important at that point. Sometimes if it busts, you know, sometimes life can be gone. It can take your life away. So they have to get it out. So sometimes the emergency, I guess. Okay, moving to the next thing. Okay, lymphatic system. Okay, and this is where I was going to talk about my my lymphatic kit that I sell.
Okay.
And I got to slow down and think about it. I do have three. I have one, a tea tree lymphatic system kit, and this is essential oils. And lavender is for the smell. Sometimes people like lavender smell, and peppermint. And sometimes they want that peppermint because it kind of it will wake you up and get you moving quick. So I have three types, but let me read about this lymphatic system. It's a network of delicate tubes throughout the body. So like it says, throughout the body. So it's everywhere in your body. So it's just important. What is the role of the lymphatic system? Is to manage fluid levels in the body and react to bacteria, deal with cancer cells, and deal with cell products that otherwise will result in disease or disorders, and it absorbs some of the fats in our diet from the intestine. So that's a few little statements about the lymphatic system. Because we have in this system lymph nodes and lymph vessels. Lymph nodes, they trap the microbes. I know I'm using kind of sciencey language, but it traps microbes. The vessels are tubes that carry the lymph, the colorless fluid that bathes your body's tissue and contains infection-fighting white blood cells. So the lymph is important. This system is important to go through. The body is doing whatever it has to do. Let's see what else. And it's made up of white blood cells. And those, I'm going to talk about them specifically too in a minute, but they are important. Any thoughts on the lymphatic system? Anybody realize how important they are? Not quite yet, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay, we have lymph nodes. These are small bean-shaped structures that are part of the lymphatic system, which plays a key role in the body's immune defense. Now, one thing that occurs to me as I was even working on this is that the lymphatic system, the immune system, it's working. It's at war. With all the stuff we're giving it, and whether inhaling or just the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, the body those white blood cells are working. But these nodes, lymph nodes, are helping too. They're trying to be in defense for the body. So I'm just giving thanks to our body. Really, honestly, thank you. Because it's amazing. It almost brings tears to my eyes because at this stage of my life, many years have gone by where I did not think of this body in this way. Let's see, the lymph nodes, they filter lymph fluid, a clear fluid that carries white blood cells. And the lymph nodes trap and destroy bacteria, virus, and cancer cells. And the lymph nodes help activate the immune response. The lymph nodes contain white blood cells that fight infection. And sometimes lymph nodes can swell and become enlarged when the body is fighting an infection. So lymph nodes are like immune checkpoints that help keep your body safe from harmful invaders. So we're thankful for the lymph nodes. And then we have even more lymphatic vessels. These are thin-walled tubes that are part of the lymphatic system. They carry lymph, a clear fluid containing white blood cells throughout the body. So it's working as we sit here. These lymph vessels and lymph nodes and this whole system is working as we sit here. And the vessels, like I said before, it transports lymph fluid from tissues back into the bloodstream. It helps remove waste, toxins, and excess fluid. And it helps, it carries immune cells to fight infections. In short, lymphatic vessels are the body's drainage and defense transport system, helping keep tissues clean. Let me say it again, helping keep tissues clean and support the immune system. So wonderful. Thank you, lymphatic vessels.
Yep.
Oh, now we get it. We're going to another big one. bone marrow. Bone marrow is a spongy tissue found inside our bones. It produces the red blood cells. Now we're talking about red blood cells. Our bodies need to carry oxygen. The white blood cells we use to fight infection. So it's working on bone marrow. It produces the red blood cells and the white blood cells we use to fight infections. Oh, and the platelets we need to help our blood to clot. So the bone marrow is very important. Let's see. Let me say it again. The bone marrow produces red blood cells to carry oxygen, and it produces white blood cells to fight infection. And it produces platelets with blood clotting. I mean, can you imagine the designer of the human body and how the designer thought of all these things? I mean, really, seriously? I love it. Thank you. And this bone marrow is a part of the immune system and the circulatory system. In short, bone marrow is the body's blood cell factory and is essential for life and immunity. I would just like to say that my doctor, in reference to what I'm going through as far as MS, she says that she had to give me a protocol that goes to my bone marrow because it is just that deep. It's not a surface issue I'm dealing with. It's really a deep one. So that's something I'm aware of. Any comments on bone marrow?
Well, I do have a question regarding
yes.
that. When they say that they had to, is this the same, the bone marrow, when they have to go in and take something from somebody else to give to another person? What is that procedure? What is that for? And
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I'm
a good
talking about.
question. Good question. Because I'm wondering if they are taking tissue out of the bone to put it somewhere else. I'm not
Yeah.
sure exactly how that works. I haven't studied it. So, and I don't know anybody that had it done yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if they're dealing with tissue, moving tissue around, maybe, possibly.
Okay.
Okay, this is a neat one. Spleen. I know we probably heard of it. No, let me see. Let me speak for myself. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. The spleen is a blood filtering organ that removes microbes and destroys old or damaged red blood cells. So this is important too. The spleen is a blood filtering organ that removes microbes and destroys old or damaged red blood cells. So it's a cleaner. The spleen is helping clean things that shouldn't be there. It also makes disease-fighting components of the immune system. It is located in the upper left side of the abdomen under the rib cage. Let me see what else we want to say about this. It stores white blood cells and platelets. It helps fight certain kinds of bacteria and infections. This body, woo. If the spleen is removed due to injury or disease, other organs like the liver can take over some of its functions. How awesome is that? But the person may be more prone to infections without it. In simple terms, the spleen acts as a blood filter an immune helper, keeping your body clean. Thank you, spleen. All right. Okay, Payer's patches. Now, before I prepared this presentation, I had never heard of Payer's patches. Has anyone else heard of it?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Payer's patches are small clusters of lymphoid tissue. I ain't spelled that right. Lymphoid tissue found in the lining of the small intestine. Interesting, especially in a part called the ileum, the last section of the small intestine.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, getting knowledge about the body. You know, we go through this body, we use it for every moment of our existence, but you know, just learning the little parts of it, you know, it's like, wow, okay. Okay, the function of Payer's patches, they help trigger immune responses to germs in food or gut bacteria, and they contain immune cells. The importance is they help the body build immunity by sampling bacteria and other substances from the digestive tract. In simple terms, Payer's patches are the immune guards of the intestines, helping protect the body from harmful substances that enter through food. Wow. Okay, that's a new one on me, Payer's patches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go to the next one. The small intestine. Okay, it's long coiled tube in the digestive system where most of the digestion and absorption of nutrients happen. So it's, oh my goodness. I didn't believe, okay, let me move on here. Okay, it breaks down food, absorbs nutrients, all that good stuff. Is known as the body's nutrient absorber and food processor. Now, wow, skin is the largest organ of the body that covers and protects everything inside. Thankful for the skin. But we got to be mindful of what we put on the skin because it goes directly into the blood. Okay, I'm gonna move past this a little bit. Mucosa, the mucous membrane, is the moist inner lining of various body cavities and organs that are exposed to the outside environment or open to the air. Okay, white blood cells, important. These are key players in our immune system. They are made in our bone marrow and are a part of the lymphatic system. Key things about this. These are the key players though, these white blood cells. So okay, we are actually on the hour and I want to finish. Okay, just in summary, the immune system is a complex network of organs, cells, and proteins that defend the body against infection while protecting the body's own cells. The immune system keeps a record of every germ it has ever defeated so it can recognize and destroy the microbe quickly if it enters the body again. Awesome body. Awesome. Totally amazing. Abnormality of the immune system can lead to allergic diseases, immunodeficiencies, and autoimmune disorders. All right, I got to leave on a good note. How to keep the immune system healthy. It's important that we exercise. We have a live it. If you listen to Yaki Awaken, he doesn't use diet. He used live it. because there's more positive saying, of course.
Mhm.
And we need sleep, restful sleep. We need to undergo stress management and a few things, quit smoking, limit alcohol, and make sure we stay hydrated. Uh-oh. All right. This is actually winding up here. And we are on the hour, a little bit past. Is there anything you want to say or share?
Oh, just thank you very much for the info. I think during your what were you talking about? The lymph, were you talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to eliminate some.
Well, good.
Oh,
Good.
Any
Is
more
there
slides?
anything else?
Any more slides?
No, I'm finished.
Can you bring us stop sharing and bring us all together?
Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, I can.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yep.
Well, I hope you got something out of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, yes, 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 yes.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yes, I really enjoyed it. I
Mhm.
really enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing,
Well, thank you, Sister
Deitra.
Lakeisha. This body is something. I mean, it's amazing, but it's doing so much for me. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, body.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as we close up, I mean, do you want to share anything, Queen? I don't want to.
No. Just
Well,
be Miffed, just make it fun today.
yeah.
Oh, make it
MIF.
fun today.
Yeah, make it fun. Make it fun.
Yes,
I
I
like
have some.
that.
Don't forget, tomorrow's
No,
going to be
no.
part two. Oh, I'm
Start all
Remember,
sorry.
over.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, y'all, tomorrow is part two of passive income. I hope some of you all did the challenge to
I
have
did.
a brokerage account. Woo!
I got a brokerage account.
I'm putting you on spot tomorrow. I'm putting you on
Okay,
spot
put me on
tomorrow.
spot. Put me on
Yes,
spot.
I'm so excited. Yeah. The challenge for tomorrow. So I'm excited about tomorrow. And yeah.
I see.
mhm.
All right.
And
All right.
remember this Sunday, is it this
Oh,
Sunday?
yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Oh, it's this Sunday. Okay.
yeah, Jazzy Art Sunday.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what was funny last night, Sunday night, at the pub, where the music and stuff is. I see this guy standing there, and he has this notebook, uh, like a drawing book. He's got this, and he's standing there, and he's drawing
Uh-huh.
the music in the midst of all them people, the drinking, the partying, and all that. He's standing there, and he's just drawing. And that was like the second time he has ever done it. He just started last week. Started,
Wow.
start just drawing. So I told him about it, I got his number and stuff. He said, "Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Just seeing you."
wonderful.
Okay.
And he just color and he kind of stuff that I would do, he would just do a line and then start coloring that in and do another line. And he's just standing there listening to the music. It's
Oh,
phenomenal. I'm
nice.
telling you. So I'm
Okay.
excited. All
Well,
right,
let's give
close it
ourselves
out.
a hug.
Yes.
Are you going to tell them about the fourth Sunday?
This coming for Sunday?
Oh
Yes.
Are you
yeah.
talking about next?
The fourth Sunday in this month.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Detroit Day. Ain't that her Detroit Day?
Yes.
yes. Hug Detroit. Okay, because we talked about it yesterday. That's probably why I didn't think about it. But yeah, Hug Detroit is going to be at the pub, not on my street.
Oh.
It's going to be at the pub like where you were not last time, but the
Ooh.
other time.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's going to be fun. The
And
music,
we gotta get the
live music,
t-shirts.
we have to do the live music inside because there is a neighbor that is really complaining a lot about the
Oh,
outdoors music and stuff, and it doesn't matter. She's called so many times that if she just calls one more time, even if it's real, real low, I had a neighbor like
yeah.
yeah, and was intentionally irritating us, for it. But anyway, it'll be over there. We're gonna have a ball of a time. My band will be performing, and then the next week, my band will be performing as the whole show.
Okay.
The 30th, the weekend of the holiday. So that's
Okay.
gonna be fun.
Wonderful.
All right. You we want to go ahead and finish.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's give ourselves another hug or a kiss. Ooh,
Yes.
mwah. Let's love the world. Let's
Yes.
show the love. Ooh, we. Ooh, we. Just
Where
sprinkle
is
some goodness
it?
down. Because we got it. It's a part of who we are.
That's
We
it.
all have it.
Okay.
Ashe.
Okay, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Thank you, Ray. You too. Peace out.
Thank you.
Peace.